Hey everyone, welcome in. How's everyone doing today? Welcome back for another episode of Avatar, the Chrysanthemum Protocol. Set in the Groovy Era, Session 5, type. You can't unmake your inheritance, but you can choose what's next. Avatar Echo has been rescued. Her music silenced mid verse, her body lifted by light machine. She was almost lost beneath the stage that made her, but the party found her just in time. She's safe now, alive but changed. Speaks less, listens more, and when she dreams of rhythms spiraling out of control. Yet one truth remains unshaken: this was no random attack. In the tunnels beneath the festival, your team uncovered Kaiju tech prototypes. Your prototypes, Kaiju, wired into spirit breaking coils stamped with your name, twisted into tools of suppression. And worse, someone else was waiting. A figure cloaked in crimson and jade, efficient, bladed, familiar. She looked like Ayami, smiled like her too, but colder, older. Yet she'd already lived through what's about to come. She didn't try to finish what the drone started, she just took delivery and vanished. And now the dust clears, the music fades, and you're left with one question humming in your bones. When your legacy hurts more than it heals, do you own it or do you break the pattern? How's everyone doing today? We're going to start with Keywork Savior. Keywork, tell us what you like to do. Tell us about Saya.
Uh, okay, that's a weird prompt. I'm Keyword Savior. I do like to play TTRPG on Twitch on Saturdays and Monday nights at 9 p.m. with Commodore Zed. I also do play my own stuff on Twitch every once in a while, whether retro games or Tears of the Kingdom or whatever. But on Saturday nights, I am Saya. I am um, the icon of a desert monastic order. They had a previous mission, and then the Avatar came about, and then they completely changed this ages old monastery. Completely, turned on a heel and decided that they wanted to focus on skateboarding, I guess, but and being chill, being groovy. So there you
Being
go.
groovy. Excellent. That brings us to Silent Brook. Brooke, tell us what you like to do and tell us about Ayami.
Um, I don't stream, but I love Avatar. And what else do I like to do? I like video games. I'm playing Donkey Kong right now. Um, and Yami is trying to deal with her heritage, both being a waterbender, but raised by a firebender, and meeting someone that looks like her, but she can't really, she had to prioritize someone's life over taking care of things she'd want to take care of, so that's gonna be an interesting thing. But yeah.
Excellent. So that brings us to Kashi, played by Ellie. Ellie, tell us what you like to do. Tell us about Kashi.
Hello, I'm Ellie, also known as Mrs. Keywork. I don't stream, but I love cats. I'm a crazy cat lady. I've got four of them, as well as one human child, so got a full house. Anyway, I play Kashi. Kashi is a firebender. She's very compassionate. She's a member of the Emberlight Circle. She's all about spreading the message of, peace and grooviness and just happiness to everybody everywhere. And she also is kind of, I guess, a little out of control with her fire at times, but that sounds about right for someone who uses fire.
It can be. Hopefully, it's not too out of control. And I'm going to check Wildwood. Are you with us?
Yo, yes, I am here. What's up?
Fant-
I'm Team Wildwood. I stream a bit, do some retro video games, do some Zelda. It's been much like Keywork these last few weeks, streaming the same kinds of games. I like a good BLT. It really hits the spot. And I like playing some TTRPGs here with my friends. And tonight I'm going to be hanging out as Kaizu and hopefully getting into some crazy Avatar shenanigans.
Shenanigans we will be getting into. I have so many plans for us tonight. I'm going to come back around with a bunch of questions for each of you. And I'm going to start with Keywork Savior. Keywork, where are you on your balance track?
I am in the center.
You are centered in the center of your balance track. Excellent. What principle feels most urgent to you right now?
In a way, both of them. He is stepping out of the things he knows towards freedom on the right, But at the same time, the actions that they've had to undertake slot right into his role, which is his stat to the left.
Okay, excellent. What did you feel when Echo disappeared? I actually asked. That's what I asked last week. I'm sorry. What did you feel when you rescued Echo last week?
That I truly am what my order made me to be. That I am here to prepare the world for the not prepare the world for the Avatar, but in the yes to make smooth the world. And rescuing the Avatar is just another part of that.
Another part of bringing balance to the world as your role as the icon. Not quite the Avatar, but you're just as important. Excellent. Now, is there anything about last week that was unclear to you? Because I want you to give me a little bit of a recap about what the things you did, as much as you can. I'm going to ask everyone to give me a little bit of a recap. I have it written down. I just want to see where you guys are. What stood out last session is what I'm asking.
Oh, wonderful.
Trying to think honestly. It's been a short week, but a long week. So Saturday night eludes me. I was a vampire on Monday night, and I've totally forgotten being a
Okay.
on Saturday.
It's all right. Well, how about what clues do you remember that were left behind? Anything that you can think of?
Ellie snapping her fingers. She seems to remember better than I do.
Excellent. All right, we'll go to Ellie. Ellie, well, I will start with your balance questions first. Where are you on your balance track?
I am off balance. I am one towards forgiveness.
One towards forgiveness. Okay. So you are within, you're technically within balance, but you're off center.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. What principle feels more urgent to you right now?
Probably action, especially with everything that's been going on. Just like trying to, especially with the Avatar, because the Avatar went missing. And like, yes, forgiveness is good. And she does have quite a lot of forgiveness, but also just maybe a little bit more action as well, not just words. I don't know. My brain is broken tonight again. I do remember one thing. There was the tunnel underneath where the Avatar was, right? Wasn't that
Yes.
one of the clues?
Mhm.
And I don't remember much about that. That's the only thing I remember.
I
Did it-
forgot about that, so thanks.
All right. Okay, that's good. I have all. Don't worry. I'm all prepared for you guys. I'm just trying to pull back what, but you guys remembered, put you back in your spaces where you were last week. I know a week is a long time sometimes. All right, Brooke.
And I also forget to take notes at times too, so that's always helpful.
It's okay. Brooke, where are you on your balance check?
I am currently one towards unity, one away from heritage.
One away from heritage. Excellent. What principle feels most urgent to you right now?
Probably heritage, but like, so I don't know if I should. This is before like moving one. If I need to move one from last week, um. So I mean, between unity and heritage, I'd like to know more about my heritage in terms of the waterbending heritage because there's someone that looks like me. So I would say heritage is the more important one, or the more. I don't know if it's more important, but it's definitely the one that's got her attention more right now.
That makes sense though, because I've laid a lot of plot cookies in front of you
Mhm.
late recently, so that makes a lot of sense. What did bringing up? You rescued the Echo of the Avatar. How did that make you feel?
Relieved because we missed her the one before that. So the episode before where it was just the two of us, we totally like didn't save anybody. We did try really hard, but it felt like everything we did kind of stopped us, and so it was nice to get that relief of catching that avatar and finding her.
All right. What clues were left behind from last session that you really want to follow up on?
That I want to follow up on. I'd like to know more about the lady that looks like me. I'd also like to know more about the spirits, which weren't really left out as much in last session as the sessions prior. I'd like to know more about like the balance of the spirit world and helping the spirits. I mean, we had that big construct that came at us, and so, yep.
There's a lot going on. All right,
So yeah, yeah.
Kaizu. Same for you. Where are you on your balance track right now?
I am balanced.
You're balanced.
I'm all
Excellent.
balanced out right now. Yeah, Ayami hit me with some balancing at the end of our beginning to end somewhere in the session
Yep.
last time.
Oh
Balancing
yeah,
back
with some
out.
little guide and comforting.
Indeed.
What
Got real
principle?
angry.
What principles feel most urgent now? Out of the
It still feels like planning, but mostly because we're like dealing with all this crazy stuff. But yeah, planning. I'd say between planning and discovery.
what stood out most for your character last session?
Definitely there was a huge emphasis on my stolen technology last session. The first door we went through, I had to rewire one of my turbines that was apparently made to detonate or something. I don't know what it would have done to us, but it seemed like it was made as a trap. And then when we got through that door, we were, well, I don't know if we were really attacked by a robot or we attacked a robot, but either we ended up throwing down with a robot. It had stolen tech from mine in it. And then once again, we dealt with some stolen tech of mine at the very end situation, trying to stop the van and keep the kidnapping from happening further. Just
Yeah,
keeps coming up.
somehow I was hurting the spirits. I didn't understand that either.
A lot going on behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
that's
It
true.
sounds
Yeah,
like.
we had the spirits getting hurt and whatnot, and a lot of weirdness about whether or not we can do spirit bending and heal them or not. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. Ayami healed one. Did some spirit bending.
That's right. Yami did do some spirit bending. Healed
That
a
was
spirit.
fun.
That was great. Excellent. So we're gonna make sure we cover lots of these things that have come up today. But I want to ask you, where would you like to begin? Would you like to begin in media res? I have a couple scenes all set up for you that we can do more investigation scenes. What are the four of you interested in pursuing? This is Avatar Legends. I lay down the scenarios, but you guys decide what to do. What would you like to pursue? What thread?
I mean, a Jade Chrysanthemum is still. It still feels like just because we now saved Echo that it's just going to happen again if we don't figure out what's going on with them. And they also seem to be the ones really running the show with the spirit bending and maybe even some of the politics going on like deeper back at Bossing Say. It seems like they're a bigger deal than I ever keep thinking they are, and they got to be up to more nastiness.
It's not really my wheelhouse, but I'm also curious now that you brought it up how your company is involved with it. I also want to find out about the person that looks like me. And I want to help the spirits.
I think Saya's most now that I've been reminded of what happened last time, the spirits controlling the construct and all that stuff, I think Saya is most interested in the spirit situation, the disruption and things that are going on with that. But he's willing to trace any lead.
So Kashi,
Yeah.
she is quite spiritual. So the spirits definitely interest her as well to learn more about and how to get like spirit bending back because you know there's something going on there with the government and all that. That really interests her. And kind of also the same with Kaizu's tech. That's really interesting.
So I kind of see where everything is kind of coalescing. So Lilu Beijing, the Speaker of the Ring, calls you back to her office a few days after the attempt on Avatar Echo. The Avatar has packed up her traveling musical festival, has thanked everyone for their help, has granted medals and a little bit of awards to everybody. Nothing ostentatious, as that she's not that type of gal, but she's very thankful for your help. And she says she's going to take things much more seriously going forward. But she has to continue on. She is needed in the Water Kingdom. She has a festival to set up for there, and the show must go on. So she continues about her way. But you've been called to the Speaker of the Ring to speak with Lilu Mazing again. She appears, as she usually does, in very flowing green robes. Her hair is done up in a completely new ornate style, made of many different rings, almost looking very Olympic ring style, except with 6 instead of 5. The curls extend down her sideburns, all the way down toward the bottom of her dress. This is clearly artificial hair. Her makeup is done up completely, stark white. She looks as if she's getting ready for some kind of event. She doesn't really speak to which event, but you're all hushed into her office very quickly. And inside, on a desk, is a folder. Well, come in. Please, come in, heroes. She whistles you in. Have a seat. It's good to see you. You must forgive me. I'm getting ready for another. Yes, I get it. Yet another festival. But there's much to do in Ba Sing Se. But I have some information that we thought you should need. But before we go any further, do you have any questions?
I
Nope.
can't say I do.
What you're seeing is confidential and classified information held by the upper echelons of Ba Sing Se. But we need you to do the investigation to bring this consortium down. As she slides it over, she separates the folders. There's 4 folders. There's 1 for each of you. She slides them all towards you on the desk. You need to destroy these as soon as you're done reading them, or give them back to me. They say confidential dossier, the Jade Chrysanthemum. Classification, Radical Earth Kingdom Separatist Cell. Threat, level high. Status active, multiple cells confirmed. Origin, Ba Sing Se Underground Sectors, year 160 AG. Distribution, Earth Kingdom, parts of Northern Water, known sympathizers in Fire Nation fringes. And these are thick files. As if you go through it, it has everything from Roots and Reawakening, opposition to the Groovy Republic, why there's opposition to the Groovy Republic. The only thing that seems to be lacking is personnel. There's lots of redacted names, lots of redacted lists.
Were you able to confirm whether or not somebody within the government was working with them?
She looks at you. She goes, "We have we have not been able to confirm if anyone in the government is working with the Jade Chrysanthemum. We don't believe so. We have very stringent screening policies at the ministries, but we are sure that we don't have any. But we can't be completely 100% sure. Who can know a man's heart or a woman's soul?"
Have you checked out the J. Chris band yet?
J. Chris band is just a Fire Nation band that has sympathies to the old ways, to the monarchies. And while it is annoying, it is not against the law to have such sympathies. They are a minor annoyance. Why they were with the Avatar, they are still under arrest, and their activities of being with the Avatar while she was kidnapped are being looked into. But we still have not found their manager.
So they're not being charged with the kidnapping?
They are being charged as accessories to the kidnapping.
Okay. Because I know that their dress looked the same, and then some of them were wearing tan after they'd switched their clothes after the drone attack. And
2 of the members were found in the van with the Avatar.
the rest of them still in the sand.
No, only 2 of the band members were found there. The rest were not and have not been found, have not been charged, were not considered suspects. Just these 2 members.
What do you know about their manager?
His name? Well, he has many names. The most appropriate name we have is the Bison. That's what he goes by the most. Jonas Bison. Sometimes known as Slick.
What is in the dossier? What do we find in there? Is it just what you described, like history and all that?
Is there anything in particular you want to read? Because I do have stuff written for it, so I do have information. It's just not a fake dossier. Roots and Awakening. When you first opening up, before the first beat dropped, there was a stone, and that stone remembers. The Jade Chrysanthemum began as a secret cultural sect, a group of conservative Earth Kingdom nobles, scholars, and military loyalists who viewed the dismantling of the Earth monarchy following the Spirit Portal era an unforgivable betrayal. While the monarchy was never flawless, it offered cultural continuity, security through lineage, and protection from foreign dilution. Values the Chrysanthemum claim were shattered by the rise of the Groovy Republic. Their symbol, a jade flower blooming from a cracked stone, represents what they see as their mission, restoring the old order through any means necessary. Chapter 2. Opposition to the Groovy Republic. The Groovy Republic, now in its third decade, emerged post-Korra as an egalitarian but chaotic coalition defined not by royal blood but by committees, performative politics, and unchecked spirit influence. Power is concentrated in unelected cultural influencers, DJs, spiritual performers, bureaucrats elevated to personality cults. Traditional governance, titles, lineage, family obligation was labeled reactionary and systematically dismantled. Spirit worship, modern art forms, and social fusion blurred national identities. The Jade Chrysanthemum believes this has weakened the Earth Kingdom's geopolitical backbone, invited spiritual chaos and imbalance, and turned leadership into popularity contests. That's chapter 2. Is there anything else you'd like to read in the
So what do we
dossier?
believe started the spirit unrest?
The dismantling of the Earth Kingdom monarchy.
Okay. I don't think I feel like that could be two separate things, but I want to ask Lilu where we are on the ruling on the spirit healing and such, as the spirits are unrestful. Does she know about what we encountered on the way to save the Avatar, about the spirit that was struggling? That is no, I might not need to tell her, she's in the government. I'm not supposed to heal, but
You can probably tell her whatever you want.
Construct. Well, okay, I'll tell her about the construct, and how there are spirits that are unrestful and they need to be healed. And is there anything being done about this? As we did talk with Echo about it at the end of last time.
That sounds like you want to plead with her a little bit, doesn't it?
Maybe. It's more of I wanted information on if they are doing something about it. If they're not doing something about it, I'll plead with her.
All right, they don't seem to be doing anything particular. They haven't changed any policies yet. It's only been 2 days, though. No
Right.
policies have toward the spirit population have changed. They haven't suddenly allowed people to become spirit healers. But she speaks to you because the reason why you have to understand that this policy is rooted in care. We can't have unorganized people attempting to treat spirits and doing more harm than good. That's why we need these licenses and these tests to just so we can make sure people are properly healing the spirits and not harming them. I do understand it's been far too difficult to acquire said licensing and registration, but that is just a fault of the process, not a fault with the concept.
You're in the government, so can we appeal the process then? I'll plead with her. I want to plead with her. I want to say before I roll. I want to plead and say, can we find a way to help these spirits become more they're struggling and upset and not imbalanced, and I think that's causing a lot of the problems. So I was wondering if we could come up with another, maybe make it easier to do this, but also have like a formal building that's full of where like spirits could go even to be helped. Like something that can help spirits not lash out anymore in these kinds of ways. Is there something more that can be done? And then I can roll.
Both harmony.
Harmony, so that's 2. I got 9.
You got a 9. Yes, you did. You got a 9, so they need something more. Evidence this is the right course, guidance in making the right choices, or resources to aid them before they act. I got to tell you what they need, though. They need signatures. She's going to need a petition to get something started like this. She is going to need signatures. She's going to need grassroots. She's willing to make it happen, but she's going to need the mechanisms of law to get it started. And that's going to start.
How many signatures?
Well, it's Ba Sing Se, so it's a large city, so probably about 10,000. It's probably very doable in faster than you think in Ba Sing Se.
Oh, we're gonna have to need like a whole building where people can just come up and sign for this. We could do it. We could do it.
Get the hot dog man involved with it.
So if I get you this petition, we will have a better system going.
Yes. And before you go, Ayami, you should read Chapter 6 of the dossier, which is a psychological profile on known sympathizers for the Jade Chrysanthemum.
Sure. I read it.
It's known sympathizer Nimi, Niimi, Northern Water Tribe non-bender, weapons master, former civilian deportee. Nimi's role is tactical and symbolic. She lost her child to Fire Nation bureaucrats, a fighter who found ideological kinship with monarchists after being discarded by every system. She sees herself as a terrorist, not as a terrorist, but as a general in just war against aesthetic tyranny. There's no picture of her. It's just a picture of her in her armor. It's not a picture of her face. But you now have a name.
Mm-hmm.
And a motive.
And a mommy.
Maybe.
A maybe mommy.
A maybe mommy.
So she believes her child was stolen. And it said that she is a waterbender, right? It did say that?
No, she's not non-bender.
Non-bender. But she's wearing the shredder outfit.
She's wearing a bladed green and red outfit. Yes, I wish I'd never said shredder the first time.
I don't even know who this is. It's just that I'm trying to put like a word to it.
Yep, Nimi is who looks like, for all intents and purposes, has a similar look to the shredder. That's my bad.
So she's a weapons master.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, go ahead, keyword.
I was just gonna say, the only note I have is the Crimson Petal. I don't remember what that is.
That's her. That's the Crimson Petal is the code name for the person we're talking about right now.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Okay. Non-bender. But then last week, just to confirm, so hand on head, just to confirm, last week we did see her water bending.
Did we?
She was running on water.
Oh yeah, that wasn't water bending. Sorry. That wasn't water bending.
Okay.
I was going to
say,
what's up, 11 Bravo? Whispers from the Beyond. Let me see what that does again, guys.
Yo.
Cryptic message or whispers delivered to a player or NPC.
Right, this is delivered to Ayami.
Uh-oh.
Well, it should have been delivered to Ayami. Wow. Okay, so finally there it is. Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, cryptic.
Cryptic, very cryptic. A spirit delivers that line to you. That's a terrible line to have delivered, but do you thank Retired 11 Bravo for that one?
All right. I
Madam,
think that's my questions for now.
All right, so
Is there?
go ahead.
I changed my mind. Can I assess the situation?
You may assess the situation. You have to roll for it, but you may assess the situation.
All right, creativity. One. I cannot.
You do not assess the situation. All right, so you look around. You're pretty much content with everything you see. Everything seems perfect to you. Anybody else? Anything else? Anybody else want to do with the dossier, with Lilu, anything like that before we move on to like the real meat and potato of the game? So we can do a lot of stuff here too. So don't feel free to explore and stretch out.
I was just gonna RP with her, but we can move on.
No, you can RP with it. We got to get my legs rolling. We'll play with her.
I guess I'd address her as Madam Speaker, right?
Madam Speaker, Madam Speaker, fine. Is work fine. Yep.
All right, Madam Speaker, I would have you know that while bureaucracy waits, the spirits are feeling harm. I would address the matter post haste because the spirits that we saw lend some credence to what the I forgot their name. The Jade Chrysanthemum tells their members.
I'm going to work.
The government does delay care for spirits.
I'll work with as much haste as I possibly can. As soon as you can get me those, as soon as you can get me the signatures, I can start the process. I can get everything moving. I can go. I just can't jump out of order. Or it's not going to work. It's going to fall apart. And if there are Jade Chrysanthemum people in the government, they'll be able to stop our efforts if we don't do it the right way. We have to follow the processes of the law because we created the laws, and if we're just going to break the laws, the people aren't going to trust us anyway. So we have to. We can't just jump the line, unfortunately.
Can you at least help us with making a flyer to tell people to meet up to sign this petition? Where would they go to sign this petition? Would they go to a certain government office?
Well, you have to get a petition from the order of petitions. That should not take you much time at all. And then you take said petition and you just have it signed. You can have it signed wherever you have a permit to have it signed. You'll need triplicates
to get a permit. To get a permit.
A permit to get a. We can waive the permit process.
Thank you.
I feel like the Avatar might owe us a favor. Maybe we hold a little concert and get some signatures going.
Lilu looks up. An impromptu concert, you say? I'm sure Echo could be convinced into something like that. If she's
I'm sure
not,
it could fit in.
Yes.
I'm sure it'll fit in nicely with the new festival that's coming up.
Well, this is more of a poetry festival, not a disco festival. I wouldn't want them to break the concentration of one for the other. Maybe we can make it work. Lilu snaps her fingers, and a gentleman walks in. He's got his hands in his sleeves. He's, yes, mistress. He goes, get me Echo. Let Echo know that we need to hold a quick concert so we can get a very quick signing of this. What is it you need to sign again? I forgot the word myself.
The petition.
The petition for the spirits.
So that people can spirit bend easier.
Yes, mistress. He nods 3 times and he backs away. He doesn't turn around. He just backs up out of the room. And he goes back and does his things. And she looks to you. She takes the dossiers. She collects them up. You cannot keep these, as I mentioned. They must be destroyed now. She collects them up and puts them to the side. Does any of you attempt to take one?
Kashi, best make sure they're destroyed.
Well, then I can always rely on my skills and training to.
You don't need to roll. You don't need to roll to combust some papers.
Then we're just gonna combust those papers.
Because we're dumb teenagers.
Because we're dumb teenagers. Fantastic. Excellent. Lilu, while you're waiting for Echo, there is that tunnel that Jonas Bison was seen going down with the tunnel snakes. We still haven't sent anyone to investigate that. We've been waiting for you. Will the four of you be able to look in that while we get Echo together for a concert?
I can do that, yes.
It seems the most pressing lead.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that.
And God walked away.
I really wish that I'd asked for the names of all the other chapters. The dossier. Yeah, we can do that. With the advertisement for the concert, can we also say, in the advertisements, hey, there will be a petition to sign to help with taking care of the spirit uprisings?
No, I don't think we can do that, dog. Yeah, absolutely. That sounds great. That sounds fine. That's how we can definitely do that. So all right. So now there's other leads that you might want to check out as well. I don't want you to forget all the leads you have. You have Kaiju Tech leads. You have the Resonance Dome. So take a few minutes to discuss amongst yourself where you actually want to go before we head back toward the impromptu concert we're going to have.
The Dome, is that the name of the tunnel?
Yes, it's the scene is called the Resonance Dome.
Do we think
Kaizu.
that? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, if you had something to say, I was just
Nope, go ahead.
Kaizu. I know your family's technology was where the avatar was taken. Do you know where this would have been taken from?
I don't, but it's definitely from our research and design, and I'm worried that it has something to do with the kind of board of directors that controls a lot of this technology these days. I think we might have someone that is feeding information and technology, unfortunately.
Is there anyone you can contact, speak to, see what's happening?
I believe I could hold a meeting and try to have all of them present, see if we can suss it out, of course.
I think that's something that should wait until after we search this tunnel. What does everyone else think?
The tunnel is very
Yeah.
interesting. I'm curious what's down there.
Depends on if the tunnel's time pressing, because I'm wondering if, the meeting with the Kaizu's group would probably be. I want to do both, so I'm trying to figure out the best way to do both. Whatever y'all think, I'm happy with both.
All right. I whistle for Bossa Nova, my saber-toothed moose lion, so we can make our way over to the dome, the resonance dome.
It bursts into the office. Head first.
Oh, that's right, we're still in
You're
there.
still in the office, knocking the doors from side to side as it comes bursting through the room. Just runs up and just kind of gets in the way and kind of nuzzles into you.
Good girl. Outside.
It goes through out the window, crashes through the window out onto the balcony. Very large balcony.
I look at the speaker and I just you can dress them up, but you can't take them out.
Kashi has a hand on her forehead with her eyes closed, internally going, oh gosh.
I think it's time we leave.
Before anything else gets destroyed.
Thank you, Lilu, for your time and information.
She just looks up. She's got her hands up by her head, and she just looks like she's about to begin screaming as the aides from before come in, and they're just blanch white. And as she's about to scream, you ride off.
Kashi going, sorry, as they're flying off.
Remember, be groovy.
Trail of Chaos leads your group away from the office building toward the old festival stages that have been torn down since the end of the festival. But you find your way toward a dome hidden behind scaffolding, long abandoned by the merch stalls. It was once meant to host earthbending acrobats. Now the dome of deep resonance was declared structurally unstable after a tremor last year. The door is held open by a pylon that's been forced underneath it because the cabling has not been repaired from the week before. But when the curved interior walls are scorched and cracked, spiraling sigils mark the earth and dome. The turbine and the box are still in the room. They have not been carried away, but there is yellow tape around them. They no longer hum with anti-spiritual frequencies, and any spiritually bonded characters no longer feel the slow, nauseating pressure in your bones that you felt last time you were here. Gone is the projector, playing the Jade Chrysanthemum propaganda. All that remains is a door to the side that leads deeper into the passages.
Wait here, Bossa Nova. By the way, everybody clears all their fatigue because we rode my crater.
That's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Well, didn't you also say it's been a few days? I figured we would have slept.
Yes, you would have slept and you would have cleared your fatigue anyway.
But thank you.
But thank you anyway. We appreciate
Now
you.
that I think about it, I should have helped back with your role there.
I still would have been enough.
You would have gotten a 10 and you would have had to do it immediately.
Oh,
You had a 9. I didn't want to say anything.
I didn't even think about it.
All right. So you're at the tunnel. Bossa Nova has deposited you. The air grows heavier, stale, full of magnetic static. Wide open space holds one industrial crate, scorched, marked, but intact. Nearby, shattered loading robot, half collapsed spirit scanner with its crystal core cracked and leaking.
You said that there's something wedged to keep the door to the tunnel open.
Yes.
Does it appear secure?
It's a jack. It's essentially a jack. Yes, it's secure.
Okay. It's as good as it's gonna
Yeah, it's as good as it's gonna get. I mean, you could use Earth. I mean, but they're using a jack.
So we've already been through the tunnel.
Yes, but not all the
Can I
way
try
through.
to-
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can I try to assess the situation?
Yes, you may.
All right, that's creativity. I got a 7.
You got a 7. You may ask one question and take an ongoing when acting on that answer.
What should I be on the lookout for? I was thinking more in terms of like looking out for anything maybe we didn't notice last time or anything that will lead us in a new direction since we've already been through there.
Well, you went down a very specific direction last time because
Mhm.
you were chasing after the Avatar. This time, you have a chance to notice that there are other paths. And those are probably the directions you want to go. They lead down loading bays. Into different loading bays, different portions of the resonance dome.
How many? Just one
4.
path? Like, is it one
There's
other path or
four
multiple?
paths.
4. Okay.
Is it safe to say that there's maybe a layer of dust on the floor in the tunnel?
Yes.
Could I rely on my skills in training to sit and feel any vibrations through the dust to tell if there's movement?
You can do it through the earth if you want. Hold on, I think that's actually a specific technique. Let me double check. Detect it. It's a maneuver. I think. But yes, you may attempt to use your skills and training. Roll with your focus to see if there's any movement in the area.
I get a 10.
You get a 10. Yes. All right. It does that. You do sense movement. And since you got a 10, you sense it's coming from the third passageway. And it is rhythmic. It is as if there's multiple legs moving at once.
So Saya steps just inside the tunnel and he sits cross-legged on the floor and he places just his palms on the floor and he, waits and he feels the resonance, and then after a short while he stands up and there is something moving in the third chamber, something not organic.
That's smart. Nice thinking.
If you are still enough, you can feel the movement of the earth. Shall we proceed?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. I presume we make our way into the tunnel towards the chamber with the robotic moving thing.
No, I didn't say it was robotic. I just said it had multiple moving legs. Uh-oh. I can't wait. Watch for the sound right now. Uh-oh. So actually, you got a fate reversal keyword.
He said for the next bad roll.
Oh, for the next bad roll. Okay. Just checking.
That'd be such a waste of a 10.
That would be such a waste of 10. All right, so you begin moving down that aisle, that passageway, and it's narrow. It's not entirely big. It's about 2 shoulder lengths wide. You can walk down it. You can easily push boxes down this, but not much more on a roller cart. As you head down it, you notice that you hear the clack clack clacking of something on stone.
Like hand on head, so like feet clacking, or like nails on a typewriter clacking.
Why don't you assess the situation and I'll tell you.
Okay, I can do that.
So you're going to roll with creativity.
Oh, and I have none. Oblivious.
It's clack, clack, clacking. But well, who knows what kind of clack, clack, clacking for you?
I'll go ahead and give it a shot.
All right.
Go ahead.
A 10.
I know.
All right, you're assessing the situation. You may ask one of those questions. Go ahead, ask those questions.
Um,
You may ask 2 of these questions because you got a 10.
what are the? I forgot to grab my book here. I'm trying to remember what my options are.
What here can I use to blank? Who or what is the biggest threat? What should I be on the lookout for? What's my best way out of, in, or through? And who or what is in the greatest danger?
Biggest threat and what should we be on the lookout for? I would say.
All right, the biggest threat would be the centipede tigers that are crawling up the path towards you with their many, many, many legs in rhythmic form. And not only the ones on the ground that Saya was able to sense, but the ones that are crawling on the walls and the ceiling.
Is that also what we should be on the lookout for?
That is probably also what you should be on the lookout for.
Oh, no.
But no, I cannot give the same answer. So you should also be on the lookout for the fire, the halon on the other end of the fire suppressant system on the other end of the tunnel that you might be able to use to stop these centipede tigers from maybe consuming your flesh.
What is it?
Centipede tigers. They're essentially
No, the
go
fire
ahead.
thing.
A fire suppressant system that may cause damage to the centipede tigers.
So could someone like, oh, I don't know, send a fireball down towards it and set it on fire and it sets them on fire?
You may try.
All the fire.
Do it.
All right, so that's with focus.
Nope, you're going to
Okay.
be pushing your luck on this one.
Pushing my luck. Even better. That's a +2.
All right, so on a passion, we'll roll with passion. On a 10 plus, your boldness pays off. Your boldness pays off. Despite the cost, the GM tells you that what other lucky opportunity falls into your lap because you get a 10 plus. So not only do you arc a fireball all the way down the hallway, and you smash it into the fire suppression system, lighting it up, it begins raining water, causing the. It doesn't cause a giant fireball to erupt and burn everything. But it does cause the flooding to cause all the centipede tigers to fall off the ceiling and the walls onto the ground, giving you at least only one avenue of attack, and many of them are singed by the fireball that you send past them. And some of them scatter, leaving you with only the largest left that just looks angry now.
Can I try to use that water to freeze it like in a block of ice?
Wish your luck.
Push my luck. Okay. That's passion. I got a 6.
You got a 6. No.
Anyone want to help?
Does anybody want to help?
I can help.
All right, so you give one, so you manage to freeze it, but in freezing it, you get too close, and you mark a condition. Which condition are you going to mark? We're going to mark afraid as you get far too close to this thing, and it wraps its pincer around your ankle.
Okay. But it's frozen.
It is frozen, yes.
Since it's frozen, am I able to just like casually take my ankle out, or is there
Yes.
gonna have to be more?
You
Okay.
are, yes, but you are still afraid. So in order to get clear afraid, you'll have to run from danger or difficulty. This does not count from running from danger or difficulty yet.
Okay.
Now the other centipede tigers have scattered, and this one is frozen in place.
Should we continue on down the tunnel or?
My character's afraid, so I'm probably gonna go last behind y'all going down the tunnel. But I don't have a way to clear it yet.
It seems they were put here to dissuade us.
Probably.
Is the one in the block of ice isn't a threat to us at all, is it?
No, it's completely encased in ice.
Cartoon.
Cool.
All right. Let's make our way, shall we? Be vigilant, though.
As you make your way down through the passageway around the frozen centipede tiger, you make your way to another door. That door is neither locked and barely closed. As you open it, it opens onto a loading dock. The loading dock is full of crates. Small crates, roughly 1 foot by 1 foot. Boxes, really. Many of them stacked up. Each one of them marked with a symbol. A flower growing out of a cracked piece of earth.
They were here.
Can I try assessing the situation?
Absolutely. Roll creativity. That is an 8. What is your creativity?
It's an 8.
It's an 8. Okay. So you may ask a question and take an ongoing when acting on the answer.
Okay, how about What should I be on the lookout for?
Be on the lookout for. Should be on the lookout for the row of vans that is behind the the crates with the Jade Chrysanthemum symbols.
So we should probably stay hidden behind the crates.
And that you should also be on the lookout for the voices and the people who are loading those crates onto the vans.
It's the foot.
So then we should hide at the entrance of the tunnel, or like the entrance of the room. Maybe.
They don't see us yet, do they?
No, they do not. You haven't failed. You haven't had a reason to use a GM move.
How many vans? Is it easy to tell, or
4.
is it 4 vans?
I'll assess the situation.
Go for it.
I get an 8.
All right, you may ask a question.
Uh, what here can I use to progress the story?
That's quite a question. Strange question to ask. I don't even know if that has an
I was just
appropriate
being
answer.
shitty.
Okay.
I could do something else. Who or what is the biggest threat?
What is the biggest threat? The biggest threat is probably the larger man who's directing traffic. He's big. Probably he stands taller than everyone else. He's wide. He's got a baby's, almost like a baby's like head. You've seen him before. He's worked with the tunnel snakes.
Is there anybody else? I mean, I only got one question, but yeah, I guess that's it for now. Does anybody have any ideas?
Do we know how many people there are? Or is that something we would need to assess for?
No, there's like 8 people. 2 per van, loading up vans.
And then babyface.
And then babyface, yep.
What
You
should
know,
we do?
we should have totally like found similar like colored clothing before walking into this situation. We could totally just fool them. I don't know. I mean, I feel like this is gonna end up in a fight.
But there's 8 of them.
We want to
Yeah,
find
I
out where
was-
the vans will be going, where they are taking these boxes.
So then, should we hide in a box?
Are the boxes big enough to do that?
No. No. No.
Dang.
We could wait until they leave, and then I can call Bossa Nova.
I mean, yeah, I don't have a better idea at the moment.
It's either that or we fight them. And that one guy's really big and, baby face. But still, he's big.
As soon as we enter a fight, I'm gonna have to like go hide anyway because I'm afraid.
Well, maybe we should go with
Mm-hmm.
with his idea then, with Saya's idea.
It's a good
We
idea.
can leave or hide until we see them leave and follow them.
What you doing? You hear from behind the boxes. Oh, you're behind the boxes.
Well, there goes that one.
So that's behind us, where
It's
we
not-
came from.
It's not. No, it's not behind you where you came from. It's from the other side of the boxes.
It seems a fight has found us then.
Well, I mean, no, they haven't started a fight. Can I try to trick them?
They haven't seen you yet, so yeah, all I've done is heard you guys talk about what to do. So yeah, go ahead, try to trick them.
All right. Where's Trick? I have too many tabs open. So, okay, Trick and NPC. I want to say, we're new recruits, and we kind of got lost in this tunnel system, and we're not really sure where we're going. And we already, yeah, that's all I want to say. I just want to say that we're new recruits and we don't really know where we're going. And Trick and NPC, that's creativity.
Yep.
So that is that one. I got an 8.
You got an 8 on a 7 to 9. Pick one.
So I pick one.
Yep.
Okay. I want them to act foolishly and give us an opportunity of some kind.
Then what you doing over here? You're supposed to be over here moving the boxes. Now get over here and I'll move the boxes. You're not gonna get paid if you don't move the boxes. So come on, move the boxes. They well, that's overcommitting. They act foolishly. I don't even know how that plays out in this situation.
I was looking perhaps for the restroom.
He starts throwing boxes at us.
I was gonna
Yeah,
have
I'll-
Kaizu just blow them all towards them, but I don't know if he's here.
No,
really good thing.
you get what. How does it work for you, Brooke? I'm gonna
yeah.
put it on you. They act How do they act foolishly? And what additional opportunity? And I'll decide what additional opportunity they give you.
I mean, if I start moving a box, am I able to see, like, if they didn't shut one well enough? Like, what's in it?
Yeah, absolutely. There's little drones in it. Little 4 propeller drones.
Okay. And yeah, I mean, we could just start putting the boxes in there, and like, we're not fighting, and we get to see where they go. Because I'm assuming we're gonna be getting in those vans when we're done.
I see. So we can load in the vans up with the Jade Chrysanthemum, and they load up all the vans, and they close them up, and they look at you like, "Where are you going? You're not going with us. There's only 2 per van. Don't you have your own ride?"
Yeah, we can get our own ride.
We'll
I
see.
whistle.
All right, we'll see you at the base. You know where to find us.
Oh, we're new. Can you remind me again?
Looks at you. It's almost as if the trick's wearing off. Because he overcommitted, and it works for a time. He goes, "Nah, just follow us. You'll get there."
Okay.
Guys, we're going to take our 10 minutes real quick. All right? Just give me 1 second. I'm going to take 10 minutes. We'll be right back.